Welcome to Starting Line. When Governor Mark Dayton chose then Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith to fill the U.S. Senate seat vacated by Al Franken, it created a conundrum here at the legislature. The Minnesota Constitution states that the last elected presiding officer of the state Senate shall become Lieutenant Governor if a vacancy occurs in that office. Senate President Michelle Fischbach, a Republican, was constitutionally required to fill the Lieutenant Governor vacancy. However, her unwillingness to give up the Senate presidency kicked off an ongoing dispute over whether she can hold both offices. This week on Starting Line, we learn about a bill that aims to change how a Lieutenant Governor is chosen. Representative Mary Kunesh-Podein sponsors House File 3176 and spoke to us about how her bill would resolve the legislature's current problem.
I think this is a pretty sensible conclusion to this situation. When a governor runs for office, they bring along their lieutenant governor. That's not an elected position per se. So when the lieutenant governor, for whatever reason, is not in that position, the fact that the governor isn't able to just bring in somebody that they know and trust to be their assistant per se, and so this would really take care of that.
Is it fair to say the current conundrum is the reasoning behind the bill? And if so, why call for a constitutional amendment?
Because it's up to the people to decide that. It's really their decision how they want their lieutenant governor to be put into that seat. Whether it's an elected position, if we have to open up and have a special election, if the governor gets to choose that person that's going to work with them, or if they think it's important that the seated head senator has to fill that position.
And from what I understand, this proposal, the governor could appoint anyone to this position?
They can appoint anyone, but in this bill specifically, it says that the Senate would have to give final approval after it goes to the people to see if this is a solution that we can all live with.
And if a legislator is appointed by the governor, does that person have to accept?
No, they would not have to accept, but I'm sure that if it got to the point where the governor was going to assign somebody, there would have been previous conversations and agreements and some kind of understanding that this person would accept that position, be willing to step in.
8 DFLers have signed on to your bill so far. Have you reached out to any Republicans?
I haven't. I wanted to drop that bill very quickly, and so I wasn't able to go around and sort of work the bipartisan agreement. And to tell you the truth, I haven't up to this point looked to see who has signed on, just hoping that folks will realize how important this bill is and independently sign on to this bill, and let's take care of the situation.
And it's been referred to the House Government Operations and Election Policy Committee. Do you expect it to get a hearing this session?
I would definitely hope so. I know it's moving in the Senate, and it certainly is a quick, easy solution to a really uncomfortable situation. It binds up the House and the Senate, and just another way that we can make our government move a lot more efficiently.
A bill that we featured on Starting Line earlier this year was heard by a committee. Representative Tony Jurgen's House File 2724 that would strengthen the effort against lunch shaming was recently held over by the House Education Innovation Policy Committee for possible omnibus bill inclusion. Thousands of bills are introduced each session, and if you would like information on any of them, you can visit the House website, www.house.mn. Thanks for watching the Starting Line. We'll see you next time.